Welcome back to the GCC domestic system. I am your lead instructor. Today, we begin a critical chapter in your training, Module 8, Glass and Mirror Cleaning. In a luxury villa, the condition of the glass is the first thing a family and their guests will notice. Perfection here is non-negotiable. When glass is truly clean, it becomes invisible. It allows the beauty of the Gulf landscape to merge with the interior, creating a sense of infinite space and luxury. This transparency is the hallmark of a five-star home environment. Smeared glass, on the other hand, destroys the entire aesthetic of a room. Over the next 14 minutes, I will take you on an exhaustive journey through the art of glass care. We will not just cover the how, but also the why. You will learn the science of hard water, the mechanics of the squeegee, and the professional habits that save time and deliver perfect results every single day. Let's begin with your arsenal. The squeegee is your most vital tool. Unlike a cloth, which can push dirt around, a squeegee uses a precision rubber blade to strip moisture and contaminants from the glass in one clean movement. Understanding the tension and angle of this tool is the secret to a streak-free finish. A professional always inspects their blade before starting. Even a microscopic nick in the rubber will leave a line of water on the glass. We call these ghost lines, and they are the enemy of perfection. If your blade is not sharp and perfectly straight, it must be replaced. Never compromise on your equipment quality. Next is your green microfiber cloth. In our color coding system, green always means glass. These cloths are made of thousands of tiny fibers that trap dust and polish surfaces without shedding lint. They are essential for smaller mirrors, decorative glass, and the final detailing of frames and edges. Before we touch the glass, you must memorize the golden rule. Many beginners make the mistake of spraying cleaner directly onto the window or mirror. This is a sign of an amateur. Why? Because it creates drips that run down behind the frames, leading to moisture damage and leaving marks you cannot reach to clean. Always hold your green microfiber cloth and spray the cleaner directly onto it. You want the cloth to be evenly damp, but never dripping wet. This gives you absolute control over the chemical application. By dampening the cloth, you ensure the cleaner stays exactly where you want it, on the glass surface you are currently working on. Now, we begin the 5-step professional technique. Step 1 is strategic preparation. Beyond just dampening your cloth, you must assess the glass. Look for heavy debris like sand or thick fingerprints. In the desert climate of the GCC, sand can act like sandpaper. If the glass is very dusty, use a dry cloth to brush away loose particles first. Step 2 is the circular wipe. Apply your damp green cloth to the glass using firm, consistent pressure. Move in overlapping circular motions across the entire pane. This step is not about making the glass clear. It is about breaking down the oils, grease, and fingerprints. Think of it as emulsifying the dirt so the squeegee can strip it away. Pay special attention to the corners and the areas near the frame. This is where grease from hands often accumulates. A professional ensures that the entire surface is covered. If you miss a spot during the circular wipe, it will show as a smear later. Work methodically from the top left corner, covering every inch. Step 3 is the squeegee strike. This is the heart of the process. Place the blade at the very top edge of the glass. Hold the handle firmly, maintaining a 30-degree angle. This angle is crucial. Too steep and the blade will chatter. Too flat and it will leave water behind. Pull it straight down in one smooth, rhythmic motion all the way to the bottom. Here is the most important habit you must build. Wipe the rubber blade clean after every single stroke. Use a dry section of your microfiber cloth. By removing the dirty water from the blade, you ensure that you are starting your next stroke with a fresh, dry edge. This one simple habit prevents 90% of all glass cleaning streaks. For your second stroke, place the squeegee back at the top, but ensure it overlaps the first stroke by 2 to 3 centimeters. This overlap acts as a safety zone, catching any moisture that might have seeped from the edge of the previous pass. Pull down again, with the same steady pressure. You should see a strip of perfect, invisible glass appearing. Step 4 is the final edge detail. No matter how good your squeegee work is, a small amount of moisture will always hide at the very edges of the glass near the frame. Use the dry corner of your microfiber cloth to carefully wipe all 4 borders. This prevents drips from forming later and ensures the frames are as clean as the glass. Detail is everything. Finally, step 5. The angle light check. Looking at glass from the front is deceptive. Streaks are often transparent from a direct view. You must tilt your head and look across the surface from a side angle, letting the ambient light catch any imperfections. This is how professional housekeepers in the world's best hotels verify their work. If your angle check reveals a faint mark, do not re-clean the whole window. Simply take your dry cloth and buff that specific spot until it disappears. Your goal is absolute transparency. When you can look at a window and not see the glass at all, only then is the job complete. This is the level of excellence the GCC domestic system demands. Let's discuss a common mistake: stopping the squeegee in the middle of the glass. This creates a horizontal line that is almost impossible to buff out. You must commit to the stroke. Once you start at the top, pull all the way to the bottom in one motion. If you hesitate, the water will settle and leave a mark. Flow and rhythm are your best friends here. Bathroom mirrors require a daily commitment. In a busy GCC villa, these mirrors are used constantly for grooming and hygiene. Every single morning, they accumulate toothpaste splatters, water spots from the faucet, and hairspray residue. These are all protein-based or mineral-based stains that need immediate attention before they harden and bond to the glass. Dried toothpaste is like cement. If you scrub it, you can leave permanent scratches on the mirror's silvering. Use the 10-second softening trick. Dampen a section of your cloth, press it against the toothpaste spot, and count to 10. The moisture will rehydrate the paste, allowing it to slide off the glass with 0 effort. This is the professional, safe way to handle it. Steam from the shower is another daily challenge. If you try to clean a fogged mirror, you are essentially just moving water around. Wait for the ventilation to clear the room, or if you must clean it immediately, use a dry cloth to strip the condensation first. Pro tip: suggest keeping a small squeegee inside the shower stall. Family members can use it after bathing, which prevents soap scum buildup. Now we tackle the most spectacular feature of many GCC villas: floor-to-ceiling windows. These bring the desert sun and garden views inside, but their scale can be daunting. You must never look at a massive window as one piece of glass. Instead, use the sectioning strategy. Mentally divide the pane into a grid, with each section no wider than your arm span. Start with the top left section of your mental grid. Complete all 5 steps: spray, wipe, squeegee, detail, and check, before moving to the top right section. Once the top row is done, move to the middle row and finally the bottom. This systematic flow ensures that your cleaning agent doesn't dry out before you reach it with the squeegee. It keeps the job organized and manageable. In the Gulf region, the sun is your biggest obstacle. You must never clean windows in direct sunlight. The intense heat of the glass causes the cleaner to evaporate in seconds. This leaves behind the chemicals and minerals as white streaks that bond to the glass. These streaks are incredibly difficult to remove. Always work in the shade, either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. For the highest sections of these windows, use a professional extension pole. This allows you to maintain the same top-to-bottom squeegee strokes safely from the ground. Never climb on chairs or unstable furniture to reach a window. If a ladder is required, ensure it is stable and that someone is assisting you. Your safety is more important than any window. Inform the employer if you cannot reach a section safely. A professional window job includes the tracks. In the GCC, desert sand and dust collect in the sliding grooves daily. If ignored, this sand grinds into the rollers and damages the window mechanism. Use a small, stiff bristled brush to loosen the sand, then use a vacuum or a damp cloth to remove it. A clean track ensures the heavy glass doors slide effortlessly and silently. Glass shower screens are the most difficult glass to maintain. They are bombarded with hot water, body oils, and mineral-heavy tap water. In this region, tap water is often desalinated and high in minerals, which creates white, chalky, hard water spots. If left for even a week, these spots can permanently etch the glass. This is why shower screens must be cleaned daily after the final use of the day. When hard water spots appear, regular glass cleaner will fail. The professional solution is undiluted white vinegar. It is a natural, mild acid that dissolves calcium and magnesium deposits. Dampen a cloth with vinegar and press it against the spotted area for at least 2 minutes. For stubborn buildup, you can use a non-scratch scrub pad. The mineral deposits will dissolve, leaving the glass crystal clear once rinsed. However, you must be extremely careful. While vinegar is a miracle for glass, it is a poison for natural stone and marble. The acid will immediately eat into the surface of a marble floor or granite surround, leaving a dull, permanent etch mark. Never let vinegar drip or run onto stone surfaces. Protect the floor with a towel and apply the vinegar only to the glass. If the bathroom has stone walls, be extra vigilant. Cleaning glass coffee tables and shelves requires a change in logic. Because these surfaces are horizontal, using a squeegee can be messy and ineffective. Instead, we rely on a two-cloth polishing method. Use your damp green cloth for the initial circular wipe to remove dust and fingerprints. Ensure you clean the edges and even the underside of the glass where hands often rest. This is the mark of a thorough professional. For the final finish, switch to a perfectly dry green microfiber cloth. Use long, straight, overlapping strokes to buff the glass to a mirror-like shine. Pro tip: before you start, remove every single item from the table. Never clean around a vase or a remote control. Lift everything off, clean the entire surface, dry it completely, and then replace each item in its exact original position. This attention to detail is what employers value. Stubborn, adhesive residue from stickers or tape can be a nightmare. Never use a knife or sharp metal object, as you will permanently scratch the glass. Instead, use the oil dissolve method. Apply a small drop of cooking oil or baby oil to the sticky residue. Let it sit for 60 seconds to penetrate the glue. The oil breaks the chemical bond, allowing the residue to be wiped away easily with a soft cloth. Then, clean with your normal glass spray to remove the oil. For dried paint or heavy construction debris, you may need a professional window scraper. This tool uses a surgical-grade razor blade and must be used with extreme caution. Hold the blade at an almost flat angle, about 10 degrees, against the glass. Gently push it forward to shave off the paint. Never pull the blade backward and never use it at a steep angle. Only use scrapers on plain glass. They will destroy tinted or coated surfaces. When in doubt, ask first. A true professional is also a master of timing. During your first week in a new villa, create a sun map. Note which windows face east and catch the morning sun. These should be cleaned in the afternoon. Windows facing west should be cleaned in the morning. By always working in the shade, you prevent premature evaporation and ensure your results are always flawless. This level of strategic planning is what makes you an elite household manager. You have now mastered the art of glass and mirror care. Remember the 3 core pillars. Use the right tools, follow the 5-step technique, and always perform your angle light check. When you walk into a room and the mirrors are like silver and the windows are like air, you have succeeded. Take pride in your work, for it is your signature on the home. You are transforming spaces and enhancing the quality of life for the family. Excellent work on completing this intensive module. In our next lesson, Module 9, we move on to another vital skill: laundry, ironing, and folding. Everything you need to handle delicate fabrics and manage the family's wardrobe with professional care. I will see you in the next module. Visit us at www.gccdomestic.com to review your checklists. Keep striving for excellence.